My name is Mandy Sudbeck. I am with compliance, and I have kind of a strange situation with the NICU and PICU units. It started here in Omaha when my daughter was born. When she was 2 months old, we got a call from the daycare provider, said that she went black and blue during the feeding. So we rushed her into the ER. And after all of the tests were ran over that week, it was Christmas week, we finally found out she had a cleft in her throat, and she immediately had an NG tube put in, which then later on turned into a G button. And during that situation, we found out she had a malrotated bowel. So we spent a lot of time at the Omaha Children's, and thank God we have them. They're beyond amazing. After we attempted to fix the throat surgery here in town a couple times, we ended up having to go out to Cincinnati for our third attempt, and that would be an open throat surgery. And so we stayed out there for 4 weeks while she was basically in an induced coma to help the healing process. And one day we were just sitting here having a conversation with one of the nurses, and within seconds her blood pressure dropped to 25/15. Her stomach distended all the way. The nurses, God love them, are yelling at each other, "You're doing it wrong, you're doing it wrong." And it was too funny, because then we later found out that both the nurses were doing a perfectly good job. It's just odd that Callie has 2 vaginas, 2 cervixes, and 2 uteruses, and then each kidney has its own operating bladder system. Throughout everything else later on in our trips back to Cincinnati and different complications that could arise, obviously with having all these duplicated sets, we were always back in either PICU or NICU, depending on where the beds were available. It is amazing what they do. It is amazing how they hold their composure. It is amazing how calming their presence is, because when your child is in an induced coma and you have no idea if she's going to make it for the next 5 minutes, they mean everything. And 9 years later, here we are, and she's gonna have a birthday, and she's sassy, and oh, Lord help us through the teenage years. But she is amazing. You would never know. But there's so many times that those nurses would come in and say, "Let me hold her. You need to go get food. Let me hold her. You need to go nap." And you don't want to do it, but they just reassure you how okay it is, and that they're there. They're gonna take care of you, and they're gonna take care of your child. And it's an amazing profession. And so thank you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for my family. Thank you so many times for being interference for other family members. I mean, it's just, thank you for being there and doing what you do.